Hello, good evening po sa inyong lahat. Ayan. So bago po tayo magsimula, katulad po ng ating palaging ginagawa, tayo muna ay manalangin. Ipikit lang po ang ating mga mata at join po tayo sa prayer. Panginoon, maraming salamat sa gabing ito. Salamat po sa iyong presensya. Salamat po sa mga leaders na umattend at ang mga habol pa, Panginoon. Lord, we pray na ang bawat isa po ay maraming matutunan sa ngayong gabi para sa aming bagong produkto na amin pong ilalabas sa merkado. Lord, we pray for wisdom and we pray for knowledge. Sa iyong lahat ng papuri at pasasalamat. Sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Ayan, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sir Merald, Ma'am Weng, Sir Abe, yung iba po, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ang atin pong leaders na iba ay habol, pero mag-umpisa na po tayo dahil medyo around almost 2 hours ang ating discussion para talaga maintindihan po natin kung ano yung kahalagahan ng ating bagong produkto. So bago po ipakilala ang speaker, introduce ko muna ang ating host, si Sir Jay, na siya po magpapakilala sa ating speaker for tonight. Sir Jay? Ayan, mukhang, Sir Jay, nakamute ka siguro.
Okay, hello, testing.
Okay na okay po.
Okay, thank you, Sir Job. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the inaugural event of the first Seca Plus Tri-Health Formula. It's Mastering Mind, Heart, and Gut Health with Seca Plus. So today we embark our journey towards holistic well-being, focusing on the interactions of mind and heart and gut health. So we are very thrilled to introduce the key figures behind this transformative initiative. Our esteemed President, Sir Jun Rios, whose visions drives us forward, the Vice President, Ma'am Heidi Rios, whose dedications to inspire us all. Leading the way as a General Manager is Sir Job Rios, guiding us with expertise. And overseeing operation is Ma'am Hannah Rios, along with her creative team, shaping our journey with innovation. Special recognition to the core leaders of Hisopos Global, including Marical Balmeo, Bobby Mama, Grace Rapson, and Teen Labosa, Credeline Ladrigan, Merly Owarde, and Miss Ruby Ternida. So sa mga hindi po na-mention, I'd like to recognize you also. So together we are committed to enhancing lives, fostering wellness, and building a community dedicated to health and vitality. So first of all, I'd like to introduce our product speaker for tonight, an educator and a faculty member in public academy, a product formulator for various company, an owner of Celestial Consumers Trading, maker and formulator of cosmetic and topical products, a former channel manager of Samsung Electronics and Mondelez International, the maker of Tang Juice Drink and Eden Cheese. I'd like to introduce Mr. Ryan Jubay.
Okay, hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Ayan, sige. Okay, so salamat Sir Jay Britos for the introduction. Actually, this is my first time to present in your company. I was actually tasked by Sir Jay Britos to create somehow a template of how to explain or demonstrate this new product of yours, which is the Sika Plus. So what can we expect tonight? Okay, in the presentation po, I'll be presenting to you general, no? General is more on of health information, and the later part, I will discuss to you about the new product of yours, which is the Sika Plus. So allow me to share screen. Ayan. Sir Jay, makita po ba, Sir Jay?
Yes, sir.
Nakikita,
Yes, sir.
lahat. Okay.
Kita, Sir Ryan.
Ayan, sige. Good. So, okay, once again, good evening. I want to share to you the template. So, itong template po natin, basically, this can be actually, can be modified, no? Later on. Kasi since this is the first time na i-present natin, along the way, madidiscover pa natin kung ano yung pwedeng baguhin natin. It could be, baka masyado siyang mahaba or maiksi. You can actually get an inspiration coming from this presentation of how you are going to modify this one according to your preference ng bagsak. Alright? Kasi I know for sure, lahat naman siguro nang nandito ay mga leaders and speakers. Okay, so first of all, in the multi-level marketing business, there are companies kasi that highlights more and give too much emphasis more on the earnings. Okay, so may mga company that they more focus on the presentation about the marketing plan instead of the products. So ito yung mga companies na more on kitaan yung hina-highlight. May mga companies din naman that they give more emphasis on the product, secondary na lang yung kitaan. But I would like to give too much emphasis on the product kasi at the end of the day, kahit na hindi na natin pag-usapan yung kitaan, if your product is very, very good, the business will have its continuity. All right? Okay, now, ang dami ng network marketing right now sa market. I know for sure aware tayo dyan. And most of them are having Me-Too products. When I say Me-Too products, they are more of detailing the ingredients rather than explaining the mechanism of how it works. So yun yung isa sa mga pinakaayaw ko kasi sa network marketing, yung sinasabi nila, yung products ko may ganito, may ganyan na ingredients, and hindi properly na-explain yung mechanism, paano siya mag-work out sa body natin. Okay, so later on, I will explain to you how our key active ingredients mechanism work in our body. So let us first identify, sabi nga sa isang kasabihan, no, for every problem there is an opportunity. So let us acknowledge kung meron po bang specific problem, meron po bang specific problem that we would like to solve with our particular product. So since we are in the health and wellness industry, let us try to identify ano po ba yung mga common problems right now when it comes to health. Okay, specifically ito po 'yun. Ito po yung sa palagay ko in my opinion, ito yung pinaka top 3 na nararanasan natin ngayon na problem. Number 1 is cardiovascular problems. Later on, I will explain to you bakit marami na bata pa, no, hindi na namimili ng edad. May mga bata na tinatamaan na ng cardiovascular problems. May iba naman are experiencing colon problems like colon cancer. And rampant din ngayon yung neurological and mental problems. Ang dami ngayon nakaka-experience ng I don't know if you're familiar with mental lapse. No, some of you are experiencing mental lapse. Hinahanap mo yung eyeglasses mo, yun pala nasa taas lang ng ulo mo nakasabit, no? Yung parang ganoon, mental lapse ang tawag niyan. May iba naman experiencing anxiety, too much stress. So these health problems right now, common health problems right now, prevalent right now, ito yung gusto natin i-solve. But before natin siya i-solve, I would like to ask everyone of the question. Bakit, okay, humihina ang immunity ng tao? Bakit humihina yung immunity natin? Bakit tayo nagkakasakit? Anyone from the group, alam niyo po ba yung reason bakit nagkakasakit ang tao?
Stress.
Okay, stress. Okay, ano pa? Ano pa yung pwedeng reason?
Food.
Food. Okay. Sige.
Walang pera.
Walang pera. Okay, yan. Walang pera. So, bursitis ang tawag niyan, no? But there are two main reasons kung bakit humihina ang immunity. Okay, ano po yun? Ano po yung reasons na yun? Number 1, it's the too much build-up of acidic metabolic waste. And number 2, lack of essential nutrients. Na-encounter nyo na po ba itong dalawa in your experiences sa MLM? Have you heard of this one? The two main reasons bakit nagkakasakit ang tao because of too much build-up of acidic metabolic waste, and number two, lack of essential nutrients. So the question right now, anong metabolic waste po ito? Okay. Anong metabolic waste po ito? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I know for sure tao naman tayong lahat. Everyday kapag kumakain ka, after kang kumain, after few hours, dumediretso ka sa CR, nagpupupo, dumudumi tayo everyday. Alam nyo po ba na yung loob ng katawan natin, yung cells ng katawan natin ay dumudumi rin po siya. At ang tawag po doon ay acidic metabolic waste. Ano po yung acidic metabolic waste? Ito po yung uric acid, lactic acid, carbonic acid, at creatinine. Alright? Familiar po ba sa mga words na to?
Yes.
Okay, uric acid, lactic acid, carbonic acid, and creatinine. So ito yung mga metabolic waste na kailangan nating ipalabas sa katawan. Otherwise, pag nag-build up po ito po yung nagiging sanhi bakit humihina yung ating immunity. Okay? So the question is, ano yung gagawin natin? What are we going to do para ma-maintain yung integrity ng ating immune system or immunity? Before natin yan sagutin, yung how to, kailangan unawain muna natin ano ba yung komposisyon ng katawan natin. What is our body made of? Okay? Ano yung composition ng katawan natin? Ano po yung bumubuo no sa katawan natin? Okay? Ito po yung tinatawag natin na composition of the body, which is the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. Are you aware of this? Familiar po ba dito? Or
Yung iba lang po.
ngayon nyo lang po ito narinig. Yung iba, no, siguro ngayon lang ito narinig na yung katawan pala ng tao is composed of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, and water. So ibig sabihin po pala, to maintain the strong immunity ng katawan natin, kailangan mag-focus tayo to supply the right amount of this. Ito sila, no? Itong carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water in correct ratio. Hindi pwedeng sumobra yung isa, hindi rin pwedeng kulang. Dapat tama yung ratio ng mga ito so that we can maintain the immunity of our body. Now, unahin natin ang carbohydrates. Okay? This is part of the 6 essential nutrients that our body needs. Carbohydrates. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask yourself, kumusta yung carbohydrates intake mo? Kulang ba or sobra?
Sobra.
Sobra, no? Lalo na sa Philippines.
Sobrang kanin.
Rice eater tayo. So dito pa lang. Now, guys, eto gusto ko ito unawain nyo. Bakit ko ito sinasabi sa inyo? Kasi kahit gaano ka-effective ng food supplement na binibigay natin, ini-introduce natin, kapag hindi ito naunawaan ng consumer natin, chances are gagaling man yan, pero eventually babalik pa rin yung sakit ng tao na yan. So kailangan i-educate natin sila kasi it's not just about the product, it's about proper education. Alright? So carbohydrates, kailangan explain natin sa mga clients natin, sa mga user natin na if you think na masyadong mataas yung carbohydrate intake mo, especially in the Philippines, mahilig tayo sa unlimited rice. Tama or tama?
Tamang-tama.
Right? So kailangan adjust siguro tayong konti, bawasan natin ng konti yung carbohydrates intake natin. Kasi kaya nag-spike yung ating glucose level kasi masyado pala talagang mataas yung carbohydrates intake natin. So I guess it's more on a proper education, siguro babawasan natin ng kaunti. Pangalawang essential nutrient is what we call as protein. Now, I would like to ask yourself again, kumusta yung protein intake mo? Masyado bang marami or kakaunti lang? Especially right now, nauuso yung Pares overload. So, kumusta yung protein content mo? Baka masyadong mataas din. So, again, it's part of educating our consumers. I guess the right thing to do is i-balance siguro ng kaunti. Okay? Try to figure out ano yung dapat na level ng proteins lang na dapat kakainin mo. So, siguro bawasan natin ng konti if you think masyadong madami yung proteins na kinakain mo. Third, essential fats. Are you familiar with essential fats like omega-3? Okay, yung mga Okay, yung mga nakukuha,
Iba lang, sir.
yung mga nakukuha natin sa healthy na fish like the mackerel. Kaya lang medyo I think hindi gaano tayo mga Pinoy oriented of eating this kind of food, no? Kasi ang most likely right now, yung diet kasi natin is masyadong mataas sa saturated fats. Like for instance, instead of using olive oil, yung Pilipino, hindi naman tayo mahilig sa olive oil kasi of course, no, medyo expensive, and we tend to use palm oil kasi masyadong mura. Mataas sa saturated fats. So hindi siya essential fats. Ang essential fats nakukuha natin yan like sa avocado, mackerel, yung sardinas meron din siyang essential fats. Pero unfortunately sa atin kasi masyado tayong nahilig sa mga pagkain na mataas sa saturated fats. So I guess it's more of again educating our consumers to check again their type of food na kinakain and bawasan natin ng konti yung mga processed foods, especially those that contain saturated fats. Alright? Number 4, okay, eto, vitamins. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask yourself, if you are taking vitamins, ano po yung vitamins kaya na pinaka-essential na kailangan ng tao? Anyone can answer? Ano yung
C?
type na vitamin? Come again, sir?
Vitamin C?
Okay, vitamin C. Vitamin C, vitamin D, but of course, no, I would like to put an emphasis. Vitamin C is very, very essential na kailangan ng tao. Why? Because ang tao po kasi, we don't have the capacity to produce our own vitamin C because we don't have this hormone known as L-gulonolactone oxidase. Hindi naman po kasi tayo daga. Unlike sa mga daga, even if they are living in an environment na madumi, hindi pa ako nakakita ng daga na na-stroke or nagka-diabetes because they have the capacity to produce their own vitamin C. Namumukod tangi po itong tao, kasama na po yung mga unggoy, we don't have the capacity to produce our own vitamin C. That's why we have to outsource our vitamin C externally coming from the plants, fruits, vegetables, or perhaps over-the-counter na vitamin C supplement. So talagang napakailangan po talaga natin ng vitamin C because again, we don't have the capacity to produce our own vitamin C. When we talk about vitamin D naman, ang vitamin D, if you expose yourself sa umaga, wag lang yung masyadong mainit, if you expose yourself sa sunlight, you can actually produce your own vitamin D. Pero itong vitamin C, we don't have the capacity to produce vitamin C. Are you getting me so far po? Nakukuha po natin? Nasusundan? Okay. Number 5, minerals. Okay, dito, isa din itong mineral sa pinaka-crucial na kailangan ng tao, and I know for sure, ito din ang isa sa pinakakulang sa katawan natin. I would like to ask anyone from you, sa tingin nyo po, ano po yung pinaka-importanting mineral na kailangan ng katawan ng tao? Anyone?
Magnesium, sir.
Magnesium.
Magnesium. Okay, so aware na siguro lahat, no? Ang pinaka-importanteng mineral na kailangan ng katawan ng tao is this what we call as magnesium. It is the most important yet underrated mineral. Why? Because for the past decade, masyado tayong na-hype sa vitamin C, masyado tayong na-hype sa vitamin D. For instance, may isang company nga, 'di ba? May isang MLM company na mayagpag because of vitamin C and vitamin D. Pero dito ko nagtaka kasi I have a friend there who's a top earner of that company. Ang lakas uminom ng vitamin C, ang lakas uminom ng vitamin D, pero during the COVID-19 pandemic time, that was 2019, 2020, unfortunately po, namatay po siya. So doon po ako nag-question. Malakas siyang uminom ng vitamin C, malakas siyang uminom ng vitamin D. Pero bakit tinamaan pa rin siya ng COVID-19? And dito po ako nagka-interest mag-research about magnesium. Kasi po pala, kahit laklakin mo ang vitamin D, it will not take effect in your body without the presence of a cofactor known as magnesium. Are you aware of that? Aware po ba?
Hindi, sir. Daw lang.
ngayon lang, no? Hindi pala nagte-take effect ang vitamin D without the presence of magnesium. Later on po, I will expound to you the miracle power of magnesium. Later po, explain ko yan sa inyo. Okay? Now, where are we supposed to get the minerals that our body needs? Saan po sa tingin nyo natin kinukuha ang minerals? Usually, we are getting the minerals from the food we eat like the fruits and vegetables. Okay. Meron din naman siya sa meat. Okay, meat products. Meat contains also minerals. Kaya lang, we cannot rely too much on meat kasi of course, we know for a fact that meat contains cholesterol. So hindi naman pwedeng dyan lahat natin kukunin yung mineral content. So basically, we are getting minerals from fruits and vegetables that we are eating. Pero guys, ito lang po ang problem. Ito yung nakikita ko na problem right now. May isa akong kaibigan from La Union. Ang lakas kumain ng gulay, vegetarian. Pero nagtaka ako, pabalik-balik sa hospital. Ang lakas kumain ng gulay, raw yung kinakain niya. Almost every day, hindi siya nabubuhay pag walang gulay. Kumakain siyang gulay, pero nagtaka ako bakit pabalik-balik sa ospital. Don't you know that the fruits and vegetables that we are eating right now, ladies and gentlemen, contains only small amount of minerals because the soil na pinagtaniman where it is harvested is already depleted with the minerals because of extensive and massive agricultural practices. Would you believe? Yes or yes?
Yes, sir.
Wala na gaano
Yes.
Totoo yan, totoo.
okay? Wala na gaanong mineral content yung prutas at gulay natin. Kasi for so many long years, paulit-ulit na pong ginagamit ng mga farmers, tinataniman, hindi na nakapagpahinga yung ground, yung farm, yung soil na pinagtaniman ng prutas at gulay, paulit-ulit, every cycle, nakukonsume ang minerals. Kaya nga, kakarampot na lang ang nakukuha natin na minerals coming from fruits and vegetables. How can I prove that? Paano ko? If you're going to ask me, sige Sir Ryan, paano mo ma-prove na yung ground, yung soil, depleted na ng minerals? So, at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you as a farmer. Ako po ay isang farmer. I am living here in Mindanao, specifically in Kidapawan. I am a farmer. Yung crop po namin na tinatanim dito ay yung saging at saka palay. Alright? Kami po mga farmers, hindi po pwede sa amin na hindi gumamit ng mineral foliar fertilizer. Are you familiar with this foliar fertilizer? Yes or yes?
Yes
Familiar?
po. Yeah.
Good. No, good. So, kami po mga farmers, gumagamit po kami ng mineral foliar fertilizer. Of course, hindi ito na hindi itong brand na naka-highlight ngayon. So, this is just actually a picture. But we are actually using foliar fertilizer for the purpose that kapag kasi kami ay hindi gumamit ng foliar fertilizer na mineral, hindi namin na-achieve yung exact volume na target namin in one cropping cycle. Yun ang na-observe namin. And kapag hindi kami gumagamit ng mineral foliar fertilizer, nagkakaroon po ng discoloration sa dahon ng aming tinatanim. That's why we are using, as a farmer, we are using this crop leaf chart. Meron kaming chart. Kino-compare namin yung color ng dahon. Ano yung color, saan na part sa dahon yung nag-discolor, and by then, ma-identify namin anong klase na mineral ang deficient doon sa soil, and thereby guiding us on what particular mineral ang aming ginagamit to spray. Okay, so the main thing here is that we know for a fact that because of this one, alam natin na talagang depleted na yung soil natin. Alright? And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Kahit na gumagamit kami ng foliar mineral fertilizer sa crop natin, sa lahat ng gulay natin, hindi yun siya enough para sabihin natin that we are getting minerals from the food that we harvested. Why? Kasi yun pong mineral na ini-spray through foliar fertilizer na ginagamit natin is just actually enough for the plant's consumption for its growth and maturity and food or fruit production. So ibig sabihin, during the harvest time, kakarampot pa rin yung mineral content doon sa prutas at gulay na yan kasi ginamit niya na yung mineral during sa growth and maturity nung tanim. So walang surplus. Ibig sabihin, kakaunti lang. Okay? And aside from that one, isa din ito sa pinaka-culprit. Akala mo, ang lakas mong kumain ng prutas at gulay, okay ka na. Pero hindi mo na-acknowledge na yung prutas at gulay, leafy greens, okay yan, maganda yan. Pero alam mo ba na ang prutas at gulay, less available or lesser ang bioavailability ng minerals na naandun sa prutas at gulay because fruits and vegetable contains oxalates. Ano po itong oxalates? Hindi naman po ito masama ang oxalates kasi nasa prutas at gulay po talaga ang oxalates. It so happen lang, yung mga minerals na naandun sa prutas at gulay, dumidikit siya, nakadikit siya sa oxalates. Okay? Nakadikit siya sa oxalates. Meaning, pag kinain mo yung prutas at gulay, it makes it harder for your body to absorb those minerals kasi nga nakadikit siya sa oxalates. So the question is, Sir Ryan, ano yung gagawin natin para matanggal yung oxalate, ma-separate yung minerals para ma-absorb siya ng katawan natin? One of the best example, I would like to highlight Japanese people and Koreans. Ang gaganda ng katawan, ang gaganda ng kutis. Alam nyo kung bakit? Because they are fond of eating fermented foods. Don't you know na kapag pinerment mo yung pagkain mo, kapag binuro mo, pinerment mo yung prutas at gulay, yung minerals po na naandun, humihiwalay po siya sa oxalates. At kapag kinain mo yun, nagiging bioavailable yung minerals at naa-absorb ng katawan. Are you aware of this? Have you heard this one before? Or not yet? Ngayon pa lang. Ngayon lang. Okay. Kaya nga ang mga Japanese people, they're very, very healthy. Ang dami sila, matatanda na, matagal mamatay. Kasi paborito nila yung mga miso soup, fermented foods. Kapag kumain sila ng beans, pinapasprout nila muna. Tayo, mahilig tayo sa munggo. Ang mas maganda pala niyan, ipasprout mo muna bago mo kainin. Kasi during the sprouting, yung minerals na nakabind doon sa oxalates, humihiwalay po siya. Okay? So that's the good thing. So that's another knowledge for you to know. Okay, last essential nutrient na kailangan ng tao apart from the mineral is this what we call as water. Ang water po napaka-abundant, ang dami pong tubig. But I certainly believe that one of the major reasons bakit tayo nagkakasakit is because of the unintentional chronic dehydration. Hindi po tayo aware, kulang po tayo sa tubig na iniinom. Now my question is, ilang basong tubig po ba ang dapat nating inumin araw-araw? Anyone?
Sabi 8 baso.
8 baso. Oo. Siguro okay siguro yung 8 baso if we're talking yung kung ang klima natin ngayon, bumalik tayo sa nakaraan. Yung init noon hindi nakagaya sa init ngayon. Yung panahon noon hindi nakagaya sa panahon ngayon. So meaning to say, yung 8 glasses hindi na po enough. Later on, I will show you a science. Okay? It's a formula of how to compute the right amount of water na kailangan mong inumin based sa timbang mo. Later on, explain ko po yan. But basically, what's my point of saying is that right now, alam niyo po ba na ang daming nagkakasakit because of the lack of water or deficient sa tubig yung katawan? Okay? So guys, ladies and gentlemen, ito pong tatlong ito, among the 6 essential nutrients in our body, I would like you to focus on the vitamins, minerals, and water kasi ito po yung medyo mahirap. No, I'm not saying na mahirap uminom ng tubig, but it's more on of the discipline. Maraming tubig kaya lang wala tayong disiplina sa pag-inom ng tubig. So later on, I will explain to you paano. Okay? But basically, right now, I would like you to focus on these 3. The vitamins, minerals, and water. So sa vitamins, as I've said kanina, it's more on of the vitamin C. But again, we have to outsource vitamin C externally. Hindi pwedeng sa prutas at gulay lang kasi alam nyo po ang vitamin C, for you to get 500 milligrams of vitamin C, ilang kilong bayabas ang kailangan mong kainin na raw. hindi naman po siya realistic. And aside from that one po, ladies and gentlemen, ang vitamin C na nasa gulay photosensitive. Ibig sabihin, kapag tinamaan ng sunlight, kapag tinamaan ng init, nagde-degrade po siya. So, mas mabuti sana kung ang kinakain mo ay directly from the harvest. Wala pang 1 minuto, pagka-harvest mo, kinain mo na kaagad. Pero unfortunately, yung prutas at gulay natin, ilang araw na yan, nakabilad sa araw dyan sa palengke. So most probably, yung vitamin C content yan, depleted na. That's the reason why I'm saying to you that we have to outsource vitamin C externally, perhaps maybe over the counter. Okay? Then of course, minerals, specifically magnesium, yun ang kailangan natin. So, sabi pa nga ni Dr. Linus Pauling, two-time Nobel Prize winner, sabi niya, nearly all diseases can be traced to a nutritional deficiency. Provided one has the correct level of vitamin, mineral, and nutritional input, the body can overcome disease. So ito po yung sabi ni Dr. Linus Pauling. Now, I would like to highlight to you the importance of magnesium. Okay? Ano po ang magnesium? Ang magnesium po is considered po siya as the master mineral and the missing link to good health. Bakit po? Bakit po importante ang magnesium? Bakit hindi calcium? Bakit hindi potassium? Bakit magnesium? It's simply because magnesium is involved in more than 300 metabolic functions of your body. Ang dami pong role ng magnesium. Later on, few of this I will explain to you. Don't you know that magnesium instructs the vitamins and other minerals what to do and where to do it? Ito pala yung taga-utos. Ang magnesium ang nag-uutos sa mga vitamins and minerals kung ano yung gagawin at saan niya yun gagawin sa katawan ng tao. To name a few, sabi ko kanina, vitamin D. Ang dami sa atin ngayon na hype because of the vitamin D. May isang network marketing pa nga na mayagpag because of this vitamin D. But don't you know that the vitamin D that we are taking is actually in an inactive form known as cholecalciferol. Inactive po yan siya. So ibig sabihin, kapag ininom mo yung vitamin D na yan, nagkakaroon pa ng metabolic process, nagkakaroon pa ng conversion, i-convert pa yan siya into active form. Ano po yung active form ng cholecalciferol? The vitamin D na active form is known as calcitriol. And in the process of converting cholecalciferol into calcitriol, kailangan po ang magnesium. Are you aware of this? Familiar? Not yet. Ngayon pa lang?
Ngayon pa lang, sir.
Ngayon pa lang. Okay, ganito po kaimportante ang magnesium. Laklakin mo man ang vitamin D na inactive form, without the presence of magnesium, kapag mababa ang level ng magnesium sa katawan mo, baliwala din pala yung vitamin D mo. Sir Ryan, how will you know na kulang ka sa magnesium? May mga symptoms po. To name a few, like for instance, kung nakaranas ka na yung mata mo, yung ilalim ng mata mo ay nanginginig, naka-experience na po ba kayo ng ganun? Eye twitching ang tawag po dyan. If you are experiencing eye twitching, it's an indicator na kulang ka sa vitamin, na kulang ka sa magnesium. Minsan, yung balikat mo, bigla na lang nanginginig. Uncontrollable, hindi mo sinasadya. It's an indicator na kulang ka sa magnesium. Bigla ka na lang pinupulikat, walang rason, hindi ka naman nag-swimming, pinupulikat kang bigla. Perhaps, it's also one indicator that your body is hunger for magnesium. Alright? Another thing, bone health. Of course, kailangan ang vitamin D. And as I've said, kailangan ng magnesium for the vitamin D to take function in your body. Kaya lang kasi, ladies and gentlemen, masyado tayong na-hype sa calcium. In the US, ang lakas ng uminom nila ng gatas. Pero bakit mataas yung cases nila ng osteoporosis? Yun ang isang tanong. Minsan kasi tayo na-hype tayo sa media advertisement. Nakakita ka lang ng matanda, tumalon sa bus, nagsayaw ng ballet, nag-straight yung katawan nung uminom ng gatas because they focus more on calcium. But don't you know, ladies and gentlemen, na ang calcium po ay hindi gumagana kapag walang magnesium. Why? Because po, itong magnesium is a cofactor of calcium. Ang instruction niya sa calcium, sinasabihan ng magnesium si calcium na, hey, calcium, stay inside the bone. Kapag ka po mababa ang level ng magnesium mo sa katawan, yung calcium po na nasa buto mo ay umaalis. It goes somewhere else. It goes into your bloodstreams, sumasama siya sa bloodstream, pumupunta po siya sa kahit saang bahagi ng katawan mo hanggang sa magkaroon po tayo ng tinatawag na calcification. One symptoms of that, kapag ka nakikita mo sa ilalim ng mata mo, medyo may nagbubutlig-butlig, hindi naman pimple. May mga pabilog na matigas na similar in this picture. This is what we call as calcification. Ibig sabihin, mataas ang calcium level sa katawan mo, umiikot doon sa part ng katawan mo, umaalis sa buto mo. Kaya pala ang reason pala bakit one of the reasons na bakit humihina yung buto natin, hindi pala dahil sa kakulangan ng calcium. Enough yung calcium mo. It's just that yung calcium mo ay umaalis doon sa buto mo, pumupunta kung saan-saan kasi nga kulang ka sa magnesium. Walang nag-e-instruct sa kanya, you stay inside your bone. Are you getting me? Familiar with this explanation? Okay?
Ayun pa lang, sir.
Ang worst niyan, ladies and gentlemen, kapag ka yung calcium mo pumupunta, sumasabay sa bloodstreams, nagkakaroon ng calcification doon sa artery. Kaya nagkakaroon ng high blood pressure. Dito ko lang po naunawaan, ladies and gentlemen, bakit po nire-resitahan yung mga high blood patient? Nagkakaroon sila ng maintenance na kung tawagin amlodipine. Are you familiar with amlodipine? Those are calcium channel blockers.
Yes.
Okay, some of you may mga relatives kayo, lalo na yung mga may edad na, nagkakaroon ng maintenance ang tinatawag amlodipine or calcium channel blocker. Kasi kapag kayong calcium nagkakaroon ng deposit doon sa artery, nagiging rigid, tumitigas yung artery. Hindi na siya nagiging elastic. So ang gagawin ng amlodipine, pinaparelax yung artery, hindi niya tinatanggal yung calcium, pinaparelax niya lang. Ang tawag po nun, vasodilation. Ini-stretch para yung dugo dumaloy ng maigi yung flow ng dugo. Pero unfortunately, hindi naman natatanggal yung calcium deposit. So kapag nawala yung effect ng amlodipine, the following day, inom ulit yung patient para ma-relax ulit yung muscle or ma-relax ulit yung artery. So that's the problem. So one reason of that, mababa ang level ng magnesium mo and the calcium is getting along into your bloodstream hanggang sa nag-calcify. Worst case to worst, kapag ka ang calcium dumikit sa tinatawag ko kaninang oxalates, nagkakaroon po ng formation na tinatawag na calcium oxalate. Alright? Ano po yung calcium oxalate? Ito po yung nagiging kidney stone. Alright? So ang isang reason din pala, bakit nagkakaroon ka ng kidney stone, yung calcium mo umaalis doon sa buto mo, nagiging stone because of the oxalate. Kapag kan dumikit yung calcium and oxalate, nagiging po siyang calcium oxalate or tinatawag na kidney stone. So, to get rid of this, to prevent this one from happening, kailangan enough yung level na magnesium na ini-intake natin. So, nasa ilang milligrams, nasa mga 350 to 500 milligrams of magnesium ang kailangan nating i-take every day. So, when was the last time na nag-take ka ng magnesium? Baka masyado kang na-hype sa vitamin C and vitamin D and you tend to forget na importante pala ang magnesium. Another example, another importance of magnesium. Alam niyo po ba na ang glucose, in order for it to be utilized in the body, kailangan po siya ng cofactor again na magnesium. And in fact, yung mga diabetic patients po, automatically, we could say, mababa po yung magnesium level nila. Kasi ang magnesium level po is responsible po siya sa cell signaling. Kapag mataas ang level ng magnesium mo, it improves your insulin sensitivity. So yun po palang mga diabetic patient na nahihirapan sa pag-utilize ng kanilang insulin, it's tantamount to say na mababa yung level ng magnesium nila. So that's the reason why kapag may kakilala kayo ng mga diabetic patient, we have to inform them na kailangan they need to supply their body with the right amount of magnesium. Okay? Magnesium plays a vital role as a cofactor in the metabolic pathways that convert glucose into energy. So kapag mababa ang level ng magnesium mo, yung glucose, it cannot be converted into energy. That's why tumataas yung blood sugar level mo. Okay? Adequate level of magnesium increases insulin sensitivity. Another role ng magnesium po, ladies and gentlemen, kapag low magnesium level ang katawan mo, it increases the production of stress hormone. Itong tinatawag natin na cortisol and adrenaline. Specifically, epinephrine. So kapag ka-stressful yung lifestyle mo and mababa yung level ng magnesium mo, isa din pala yan sa reason bakit ka nagkakaroon ng anxiety. Kaya pala ang magnesium ay binansagan siyang the calming mineral. So para magiging kalmado yung mood mo, yung utak mo, bumaba yung level ng cortisol and epinephrine, kailangan mataas ang level ng magnesium. So ang dami pala na ginagawa ng magnesium sa katawan natin. From the utilization of vitamin D, from the utilization of calcium, blood sugar. So kung ganoon karami ang kailangan ng magnesium, now you have to check and ask yourself, gaano karami ang magnesium na ini-intake mo? When was the last time you can remember na bumili ka ng magnesium over the counter to supply it sa katawan mo? Baka wala pa. Baka you are too much emphasizing more of taking vitamins. Okay? So that's the importance po of magnesium. Now ngayon naman, I would like to discuss to you the importance of water. Napakahalaga po ng tubig, ladies and gentlemen. As I've said kanina, gaano man ka-effective yung supplement na ino-offer mo without the right amount of water, baliwala po lahat. Why? Water is the universal cleaning agent. Agree po ba kayo? Water is the universal cleaning agent.
Yes.
Kapag ka po naghuhugas ka ng kamay, kapag marumi ang kamay mo, ang ginagamit mo po ay tubig. Hindi naman po gulay. Hindi po malunggay. Kapag marumi ang kamay mo, hinugasan mo ng tubig, hindi mo pinapahiran ng gulay. Hindi mo pinapahiran ng dahon. Kapag ka naliligo ka, ginagamit mo tubig. Hindi naman po capsule. Hindi naman po tabletas. Tubig po, universal cleaning agent. Kapag naglalaba ka, tubig ang pinanggagamit. Very, very important po ang tubig. You have to acknowledge the fact that our body is composed of 70% water. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you know that our brain is about 75% water? One of the reasons pala, bakit tayo nakakaranas ng headache? Bakit minsan pumupurol yung utak natin? Ang pinaka-basic reason lang pala, kulang ka sa iniinom mo na tubig. Another thing, don't you know that our blood contains about 90% water? Magtaka ka, hindi ka naman kumakain ng pagkain na maraming kolesterol. Bakit mataas ang cholesterol level mo? Alam niyo po ba ang reason? It's simply because one of the reasons, mababa yung level ng tubig sa katawan mo. Alam niyo po ba ang mechanism ng katawan? We are created and designed by God intelligently. Kapag ka po ang katawan mo ay mababa ang level sa tubig, yung liver mo po will tend to produce more than 1,000 milligrams of cholesterol every day. Why? Masama ba ang cholesterol? Hindi po. Hindi naman po masama ang cholesterol. But the reason why your liver produces more cholesterol in order to prevent cellular dehydration. Kasi ang katawan ng tao, kapag ka na-detect ng katawan mo na kulang ka sa tubig, your cells will tend to donate its water content para ma-utilize po ng katawan mo. Ano po ang nangyayari sa cell kapag ka po nabawasan yung tubig? Hindi po siya nagiging firm. Kumukulubot po siya. Just try to imagine yung grapes, the very firm, very plumpy, pero kapag ka binilad mo sa araw, nagiging kulubot, nagiging raisin, umiitim. The same thing with our cell. Kapag kakulang ka sa tubig, nagiging unhealthy siya, kumukulubot siya. And in order for that to prevent your body's defense mechanism, uutusan niya ngayon si liver. Hey liver, produce more cholesterol. Balutin mo ang cell para ma-prevent niyang maubos yung tubig na nasa loob niya. Kaya pala nagkakaroon ng spike ng cholesterol. Hindi ka naman kumakain ng makolesterol na pagkain, pero bakit mataas ang cholesterol mo? Because your liver produce more cholesterol kapag ka mababa ang tubig sa katawan mo. So ito po yung itsura ng unhealthy cell versus healthy cell. So para ma-prevent, ang gagawin ni liver, it will produce more cholesterol. So what's the best thing to do is that kailangan uminom tayo ng tubig. Pero in medical terms, kapag mataas na yung cholesterol mo, usually nireresetahan ng mga statin drugs like the atorvastatin, simvastatin, yung mga pampababa ng cholesterol. But the best thing to do, the basic and best thing to do is to drink plenty of water. All right? So common ailment and diseases are caused by chronic dehydration. When we say chronic, ang ibig sabihin po ng chronic is matagalan, pangmatagalan, no? Chronic dehydration is matagal na dehydrated na yung katawan mo. Kasi nga, minsan, umiinom ka, kapag nauuhaw ka, instead na tubig, iniinom mo juice or soft drinks. Guys, how can we consider water as a water? If it meets the criteria, ano po yung criteria na yon para masabi natin na ang isang inumin ay tubig? Kapag po yung inumin ay walang kulay, walang amoy, walang lasa, yun po ay tubig. Other than that, if it already has a taste, color, hindi na po yan tubig. Sabi pa nga ni Dr. Feridun Batmanghelij, ito yung isa sa pinaka-idol ko na doktor. He's actually an Iranian doctor. Sabi niya, you're not sick, you're thirsty. Okay? You're not sick, you're thirsty. Don't treat thirst with medication. So ito po si Dr. Feridun Batmanghelij, pinopromote niya po talaga all about water. And another thing, isa din sa hinahangaan kong doktor sa Pilipinas, ito po si Dr. Ren Paragas, binansagan po siyang the water doc of the Philippines. And siya din po yung nag-recommend, daily water intake. Gaano ba karami yung dapat na inumin mo na tubig every day? So may formula po siya, 50 ml multiply sa body weight mo. So ibig sabihin, kung ang timbang mo ay 60 kilograms, i-multiply mo po siya ng 50 ml, ibig sabihin, you are required to stay fit and healthy to drink at least 3 liters of water every day. Hindi po enough pala yung 8 glasses lang. So ito po yung science behind, 50 ml times your body weight. Mayroon din ito siyang proper timing as to when you are going to take this one. Okay? But of course, reminder lang, kapag ka umiinom ka ng ganito karaming tubig araw-araw, you have to make sure that you are taking mineral supplement. Kasi ang drawback naman nito, kapag ka umiinom ka ng maraming tubig, specifically distilled or purified water, nagkakaroon ka rin ng nutritional deficiency kasi ang drawback nito, ihi ka ng ihi. So in the process of urination, nagkakaroon po ng leaching. Doon po sa ihi mo, sumasabay yung mga essential nutrients na iihi na di-drain mo. That's why you have to make sure that when you drink high volume of water, make sure that you are also taking mineral supplement to prevent nutritional deficiency. All right. So the solution, punta na po tayo sa solution. So ano po yung solution natin to provide our body with the right amount of vitamin C, to provide magnesium, and of course yung tubig naman readily available. It's just a matter of discipline of taking these 3 liters of water every day. So the solution is this one. let's introduce our product, which is the Sika Plus. Okay, the Sika Plus is a dietary supplement with active ingredients coming from Switzerland and Japan. Okay, so ano po yung andito sa Sika Plus? So allow me to share to you. Number 1, it contains magnesium. So hindi ko na-explain kung ano yung magnesium. It contains magnesium. It also contains vitamin C. And dinagdagan pa ito ng coenzyme or CoQ10. If you're not yet familiar with CoQ10, later on explain ko po ano po ibig sabihin ng CoQ10 and para saan po yung mechanism niya. Okay, so yung magnesium po na nasa loob po ng Sika Plus is what we call as magnesium taurate. Marami pong magnesium, magnesium sulfate, magnesium glycinate, but we are using magnesium taurate because magnesium taurate po is very good, very good for enhancing our cognitive function. So it's actually like, it's more on of a mineral for the brain. Aside from helping our body to supply the right amount of magnesium, it also helps us to maintain the integrity of our cognitive functions. Yun po ang purpose ng taurate or taurine. Okay, so when combined, nagiging magnesium taurate po siya. So nasa Sika Plus po yan. And of course, meron din po tayong coenzyme Q10. Ano po ang purpose ng coenzyme Q10? Okay? Etong coenzyme Q10 po is an ingredient to create ATP. Okay, ano po itong ATP? ATP is referred to as energy currency. Alam niyo po yung the only organ in our body na hindi nagpapahinga is your heart. 24/7 po yan nag-ooperate. Hindi po yan pwedeng magpahinga kahit 1 minute lang, patay ka kung magkaganon. So kapag ka po 24/7 siyang nagpa-function, kailangan po ng energy. Yung energy po na yan na kailangan niya is ATP. And the process of creating ATP, kailangan po ang coenzyme Q10. Alright? So, the good thing is that CoQ10, present po siya doon sa Sika Plus. And of course, merong other ingredients aside from the first three that I've mentioned. Meron din po ito siyang another ingredient known as the timut pepper, created or developed by the Mibil Biochemistry in Switzerland. Explain ko po siya later on. And of course, meron po siyang apple stem cell and meron din po siyang postbiotic developed naman po from Japan Bioscience Laboratory. Okay, so ano po itong unang ingredient na dinevelop ng Mibil Biochemistry? Ito pong timut pepper or known as Sarapipnew. Sarapipnew is a nootropic supplement developed by Mibil Biochemistry. When we say nootropic, ano ibig sabihin ng nootropic? Nootropics are often referred to as smart drugs or cognitive enhancers. So para pala itong brain activator, ladies and gentlemen. So sabi ko kanina, if you are experiencing mental lapses, medyo napupurol na yung utak natin because of stress, the best thing to do is to take supplement that contains Sarapipnew because it actually activates our brain. And the good thing here is that ito pong Sarapipnew as a nootropic, yung kanya pong form is what we call a short MCT or medium chain triglyceride. Ano po yung medium chain triglycerides? Ito po yung fatty acids. Kapag medium chain po siya, kapag ka short and medium chain, ibig sabihin bioavailable po siya. When we say bioavailable, madali po siya agad-agad na a-absorb ng katawan. So that's the good thing of Sarapipnew. Kasi kapag ka pumasok sa katawan ng tao, instantly, immediately, na-absorb ka agad siya at na-utilize ng tao without further metabolism process. Okay? So it is derived from timut pepper, which is actually native to the Himalayas, Himalayan region like the Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan. So doon po ito nakukuha. Okay? And it is noted for its high bioavailability, meaning to say it is effectively absorbed and utilized by the body, allowing for rapid cognitive improvements within an hour of intake. Ang bilis. So, Just try to imagine, no, market natin dito, yung mga nagtitake ng board exams, yung mga professionals, even the business people na workaholic, no, they really need this one para makapag-isip ng mas maigi to generate further extraordinary ideas. They really need to supplement their brain with this kind of ingredient. Ito po siya yung clinical trial na nakuha po natin doon sa MIBIL. Using Sarapipnew, it has been measured, no, na kapag kayong tao pala gumamit ito sa number of people na binigyan nila, no, tinrate nila nitong Sarapipnew, it has been found out na yung kanyang speed of attention ay napakabilis in terms of milliseconds. So yung hindi pinatake ng Sarapipnew, yung kanyang speed of attention, it takes too long. It takes how many split of seconds pa bago nakapag-isip or yung attention. But those people administered with Sarapipnew, mabilis po yung kanilang speed of attention. And aside from that one, in terms of mental fatigue, mababa po yung level ng mental fatigue of those people administered with Sarapipnew. And this clinical trial was actually measured or evaluated using computerized mental performance assessment system or COMPASS and the quantitative near-infrared spectroscopy or QNIRS. So, ito po, hindi po ito kwento-kwento lang. The good thing with Sarapipnew, meron po talaga siyang clinical trial. And this is very, very important. Okay, and another thing, another ingredient na kineate or dinevelop ng MIBIL biochemistry group is this what we call as apple stem cell. I know for sure a lot of you guys have already or are already familiar with apple stem cell. But there was one time, someone asked me, sabi niya, Sir Ryan, is it true? Nagagamit ba talaga ang apple stem cell ng katawan ng tao? The mere fact na hindi naman tayo plant. Apple stem cell is a plant cell. Sa structure pa lang po, Sir Ryan, ibang-iba na po. Ang cell po ng hayop, ng tao, bilog. Samantalang ang cell ng plant, elongated na parang square, na rectangular. So parang it seems impossible for us to utilize the stem cell benefit ng apple stem cell kung gagamitin siya for human consumption. But actually, here's the thing. It's not actually the apple stem cell per se. But what is inside this particular apple coming from the Swiss or Switzerland? Itong apple po kasi na ito, this particular variety of apple contains bioactive compounds known as phenolics, quercetin, and kaempferol, which are actually very, very potent antioxidants that can combat oxidative stress brought about by the free radicals. Tandaan nyo po yan. Baka kasi maka-encounter kayo ng mga well-known na clients. Sasabihin sa inyo na hindi ako naniwala sa apple stem cell kasi plant cell naman yan, hindi naman yan animal cell. Kapag ka stem cell, dapat animal cell yung gamitin natin, hindi plant cell kasi magkaiba yung structure ng cell ng tao. Hindi naman yan square. Circle yung cell natin. But that's not the case, guys. It's what is actually inside that apple is the phenolics, quercetin, and kaempferol. Mataas po yung content niyan, which is very, very effective antioxidant. And it also contains triterpenoids. These are compounds which has anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antioxidant properties. And it is known to protect skin cells and promote skin health. Okay? And it may also have systemic benefits when ingested such as muscle growth and fat reduction. So yan po ang function ng triterpenoids. And it also contains fluorescein. It's a polyphenolic compound and antioxidant that is known to regulate glucose level and which is very, very potential to combat diabetes. Fluorescein. Yan po ay nasa apple stem cell na develop po ng MIBIL biochemistry. And of course, it also contains high level of procyanidins. Ito pong procyanidins, marami po itong klase, but one of the typical example nito, ito po ay nakikita din sa mga ubas. If you are familiar with those people living in France, no, na right after they eat meat, they always drink red wine. Bibihira sa kanila nagkakasakit ng heart disease because they love to eat or they love to drink red wine, and red wine contains procyanidins, specifically known as OPC or oligomeric proanthocyanidin, which is also present sa apple stem cell na ginagamit po natin, which is very, very, very good for cardiovascular health. So can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, pinagsama po sa Sika Plus, may magnesium na siya, may vitamin C na siya, may CoQ10 na siya, may Sarapipnew which is good for the brain, and meron siyang apple stem cell which is good for the heart. And aside from that one, we have to be very, very thankful. Kasi aside from that one, nilagyan din po siya ng bioenzyme na postbiotic. Sir Ryan, ano po yung postbiotic? Iba ba yung prebiotics? Iba ba yung pro at post? Okay? Kapag prebiotic po, pagkain po siya sa live bacteria. Pagkain ang prebiotic. When you say live bacteria, that's probiotic. Kapag kinumbine naman, ang prebiotic and probiotic, ang tawag po nun ay synbiotic. Kapag po ang probiotic ay nag-generate siya ng byproduct, yung byproduct po na yon, ang tawag po doon ay postbiotic. Remember po that. Tandaan po natin yan. Postbiotics are bioactive compounds produced by food-grade microorganisms during a fermentation process. Okay, ito po yung mga byproducts ng probiotics na kailangan po ng katawan natin for specific biochemical processes inside our body. Ano po yung function ng postbiotics? They promote the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. Ladies and gentlemen, may kasabihan tayo na the death of a person begins in the colon. Why? Ang dami ngayon nagkakaroon ng colon cancer because of unhealthy, unbalanced gut flora or yung microbiome na nasa loob po ng ating intestine. The only thing that we can do that, specifically that we Filipino people, hindi naman tayo mahilig sa mga fermented food. Hindi naman tayo kumakain ng kimchi. Hindi tayo kumakain masyado sa pickles. Kasi kadalasan sa atin, instant food. So the best thing to do is to supply our gut with bioenzyme, active bioenzyme postbiotic. And the best thing of that is that we can actually outsource that one externally through this what we call a Zika Plus. All right? So it aids in the digestion and absorption of nutrients, promoting overall digestive health. Ladies and gentlemen, gaano man kaganda ang food supplement na iniinom mo, kung hindi naman healthy ang digestive function and absorption ng intestine mo, for sure, yung iniinom mong supplement, ilalabas mo lang din yan na hindi na-absorb ng katawan mo. Kasi nga, very unhealthy, unstable yung iyong gut flora or yung iyong intestine. Okay? So that's the best thing. So meron tayong postbiotic in our Zika Plus, which the specific function is for your digestive system. And another thing, meron din po tayong dinagdag na acai berry and this what we call blackberry. Okay, sorry, hindi ko na-change. Bioenzyme pa rin siya. But of course, this is acai berry and blackberry, which it contains quercetin, a very powerful neuroprotective antioxidant. This is actually very, very good for the brain. And it also contains polyphenols to modulate lipid metabolism by reducing cholesterol and LDL. So this is actually very, very good for the heart. It lowers the LDL or low density lipoprotein. So kung papansinin niyo po, mga kaibigan, ladies and gentlemen, yung mga ingredients po na nabanggit ko po, specifically targets mainly beneficial for the brain, beneficial for the heart, beneficial for our digestive system, and of course, it promotes metabolic process because of the presence of magnesium, specifically magnesium taurate. And overall, ladies and gentlemen, ito po lahat ng ingredients na ito na nasa loob po ng Sika Plus ay inilagay po sa isang kapsula. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me very, very carefully. Kasi iba pong klase ng capsule ang ginamit po natin sa Sika. And this is what we call as the DR cups. Sir Ryan, V-cups po ba yan? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say, not all vegetable capsules are created equal. Iba po ang ordinary or regular na V-cups na alam natin. Iba po ang DR cups. Explain ko po ano pong pagkakaiba. DR cups po is actually created and developed by Lonza, Switzerland. It is a vegetarian capsule, non-GMO po siya. Galing po siya sa mga pulps. Whatever source ng pulp na ginamit ng Lonza, hindi po natin alam. Maybe that's their trade secret. But the thing is that DR cups is actually a vegetarian capsule. Engineered to specifically protect what stomach acid can steal. Guys, ang absorption po happens in the small intestine. Lahat po ng ingredients na nabanggit ko kanina, kailangan po may proper timing at may proper place na i-deliver natin siya on a specific target na dapat doon po siya ma-release. The problem with the regular capsule, yung tinatawag natin na bovine capsule, which is made of protein, animal protein or bovine protein, galing po sa beef or baka. The problem with bovine capsule, kapag ininom mo siya, doon pa lang sa stomach, na de-degrade na siya. Sumasabog na kaagad yung capsule kasi yung protein po is very, very madali po siyang matunaw sa acid, stomach acid. So most probably, nagkakaroon po ng acid degradation. So meaning, nasasayang po yung active ingredients kasi hindi po siya umaabot sa small intestine. Some companies are claiming that they are using vegetable capsule. Pero hindi ine-explain anong klaseng vegetable capsule. Basta sinasabi nila, vegetable capsules, that's it. You know what? Kahit vegetable capsule pa yan, may mga B-cups po kasi na immediate din yung release. Ibig sabihin, sa stomach pa lang, nare-release na kaagad. Pero unlike the DR cups, ang DR cups po ay namumukod tangi po siya na acid resistant. Alright? Ibig sabihin po, it will bypass, hindi po siya sumasabog or natutunaw doon sa stomach, umaabot po siya doon sa small intestine, doon po siya timely na re-release, protecting the active ingredients na nasa Sika Plus, especially yun pong ating bioenzyme. So, we can assure that the ingredients na we declared na nandoon sa Sika Plus are really absorbed by the body because of the technology known as DR cups. So, to sum it up, ladies and gentlemen, all of the effects of Sika Plus is good for cardiovascular health, neurological health, masosolve na natin yung problem, the digestive problem, digestive health, masosolve natin, overall immunity, and of course, the metabolic health. So, eto po lahat ang benefit na makukuha natin with this what we call as Sika Plus. So, I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Na-share ko na po sa inyo overall about Sika Plus. Thank you and to God be the glory. So, I'll bring back the floor now to Sir Jay Brito. Sir Jay?
Hello, good evening guys. Sana nagustuhan nyo yung presentation at saka marami tayong natutunan. Kahit ako nga, na-surprise din ako na kailangan pala talaga natin ng magnesium sa katawan. Kasi yung madalas natin in-intake talaga is vitamins lang talaga. So napaisip ako, bukas pa naman yung pharmacy ngayon, baka bumili ako ng magnesium. Pero dahil meron tayong Sika, so mag-aantay ako na lalabas to para makabili naman tayo. So anyway, Sir Job, ibigay ko sa iyo, sir, yung floor para naman sa team natin dito ngayon.
Yes po, maraming salamat Sir Jay and Sir Ryan. Napakaganda ng presentation. By the way po maraming salamat kay Sir Ryan dahil pinaunlakan po tayo para maipresent itong produkto. Kung hindi ko po sabihin ko po sa inyo si Sir Ryan ay may mga hawak din pong dahil siya po ay manufacturer. Actually, this will be the first and last niya mag-present, and ito po ay para lang po talaga sa mga leaders, and that's why kailangan talaga natin itong matutunan para po alam natin paano ibagsak yung presentation nitong Sika Plus, because katulad po ng aming napag-uusapan lately when kami po ay nagmi-meeting, kapag bumili tayo sa Mercury Drugs, sa over the counter ng mga gamot, kumpara sa brain man yan, kumpara sa puso, para sa gut, specific lang yun para doon, at ang cost niya around mababa pong 50 pesos per capsule. Yung iba po 82 pesos, yung iba 100 plus, depende pa yon kung branded or generic. But this product na ilalabas po natin sa Hisopus ay tina-target na po niya yung para sa brain, para sa heart, para sa gut, plus meron pang phytostem cell o yung apple stem cell natin. Side effect na lang siya. Pero ang ating main focus is itong tatlo na brain ng katawan, 3 brains of the body kung tawagin. Now, marami tayo po natutunan tonight dahil kay Sir Ryan. Maraming salamat ulit po, Sir Ryan. So, this is recorded, and kapag naman po ay pwede po naming isend sa inyo po, sa leaders, para po mapag-aralan natin, ma-review po natin. And kapag nag-conduct po tayo ng presentation sa groups natin, ay malaking tulong po ito. Dahil iba po ditong information ngayon ko lang narinig din. Ngayon ko lang din natutunan. At mas kabisado ko na ipresento sa mga leaders natin and members. So without further ado, gusto po namin na nagpasalamat po sa inyong lahat sa pagbibigay ng oras for tonight. May question po dito, ano po yun tama. Wala nang kompleto yung ni Sir Ryan. Wala nang question. Kahit ako. So itong product po natin is will be available. Actually, ito po ay pinaprocess na po natin sa pagka-capsuling. Nasa po kami, sampling stage, para magkaroon din po tayo ng sarili nating trial, sarili nating testimonial. Pero itong product po natin, because we will be waiting for the bottle and the box na manggagaling po sa China para po ipadala dito, lalabas po ito by July, last week, ganyan po but we will be starting to promote na po nito early June. June na pala ngayon, itong June. And gusto ko pong i-share sa inyo na napakabuti po ng Diyos sa atin, dahil itong produkto po na ito ay nagustuhan ng isang doktor na siya po ang magpo-promote ng ating Sika Plus. Ayan, yung doktor po na ito ay noong nakilala ko around 2016 or 2017, nasa current siya na top 1 urologist. Pero ngayon po I think po siya, well-known pa rin, pero hindi na siya yung nangunguna. And he's the only Filipino doctor that was awarded po recently lang, this year, sa Thailand, because he's also a surgeon doctor. And namimili lang din siya ng produkto na ipo-promote. At napakabuti po ng Diyos sa atin dahil napakaganda ng ating produkto. Ayan, maraming salamat po ulit, Sir Ryan. Hindi ko na po patatagalin. Kung meron po kayong mga questions, kayo po ay mag-message lamang po sa akin, kay Miss Hannah. And yung marketing plan na napakaganda po, hindi po muna namin i-discuss tonight, ay isi-set po natin on a later date para po ma-excite kayo. Product pa lang po yan. Yung ating marketing plan ay nakadesign for international. At napakaganda po ng ating complan. Na sigurado po matutuwa kayo lahat. Abangan po ninyo yung ating Zoom sa susunod at yung mga activities natin sa main office para po kayo lahat ay maka-attend at inyong mga grupo. So, before we close, kung paano po tayo nagsimula, ganun din po ang ating pag-close. Let's all gather in the presence of our Lord. Pray po muna tayo. Lord, marami pong salamat sa ngayong gabi na ibinigay niyo po sa amin. Salamat po kay Sir Ryan na nakapagbigay sa amin ng mga kaalaman, ng mga bagong impormasyon at talagang naipaliwanag ng maganda at mabuti kung ano ba ang nadudulot ng aming bagong produkto na ilalabas. Panginoon, dinadalangin namin ang bawat isa na naka-attend tonight ay magkaroon ng burning desire para ma-share itong good news na ito sa kanilang mga hindi lang kamag-anak but sa kanilang mga kakilala rin, Panginoon. At Lord, nawa ang aming bagong produkto, ang aming mga bagong negosyo ay iyong pagpalain. Pagpalain mo ang mga gawa ng aming mga kamay. Maraming salamat. At sa aming pamamahinga ngayong gabi, bigyan mo kami ng kalakasan para sa kinabukasan, Panginoon. Bigyan mo kami ng magandang kapahingahan na sa iyo ang lahat ng papuri, sa iyo ang lahat ng pasasalamat, sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen at amen. Maraming salamat po everyone. Before we leave, pwede po ba tayo mag-picture?
Picture para kita ang first meeting.
Yes. Open po natin yung camera para po makapag-picture tayo. Team, pwede pong kayo na po ang magbahala mag-ano.
Ang gaganda. Wow.
Sige po, 1. Page 1, page 2 po. 1, 2. Yun. Maraming salamat po sa pag-attend. Next week po ulit sa ating, kung pala rin po yung ating marketing plan by next week ay mai-present po sa namin sa inyo para po mapakinggan po ninyo magandang marketing plan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank
Ingat
you,
po
sir.
lahat.
Thank you. Good night sa lahat.
Thank you po.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Thank you po. God bless.
Sino? Ay, Ma'am Heidi.
Bye. Ingat po kayo. God bless.
Good night.
Ano ba?
Mag-out na tayo na. Ano ba mag-out dito? Yung dito.
Ang gawawi at tayo dalawa maubos.
Nandito na lang, oh.
Tayo na magsubo. Hindi ko alam mag-leave.
Ninang mo.
Paano ba mag-leave?
O, di ba, paano mag